Alright, so last lecture we covered about reading. We learned how to read off files, and now what I want to talk about is writing to files. So again, it's going to be quite similar. Just like there was a read function, we're going to use the write function, but the access mode will be a little bit different. So, excuse me, let's go ahead and open up this file. I'm going to call my name file or F, it doesn't really matter, and go ahead and use the open function. Put in our file name, testfile.txt, and then it's going to ask us, hey, how do you want to open it? So this is where we can now decide how do you want to open it. So W, if you put the access mode as W, it only opens the file for writing, and that's something that we can definitely do. So let's go ahead and put in W. So test file W, and that works. So now let's go ahead and just do read and see what happens. So it gives me the operation not readable, and that's because we have just now used W, and W will not allow us to read off the file. That makes sense, I guess. So now using the write function, I'm going to go ahead and enter some text. I have entered some text into this file. Let's see if this works. Okay, 65, fantastic. Now, to see if our file has actually written, okay, what we can do is close the file. So f.close will close the file, and then we can reopen it using our, what would you say? Using our R access mode. So test file and R. Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot the .txt. My bad. So test file.txt and R. There we go. And now if I say f.read, I've entered some text in this file. Let's see if this works. Awesome. So let's quickly recap what just happened. We opened our file using the W access mode, and then we wrote to the file using the f.write command. Now it wrote to the file and then it returned how many characters long this sentence was, or where the position is now in the file. Then we closed the file and reopened it using the R access mode, enabling us to read off the file. Now there are different modes which can do both. For example, WB plus opens a file for both writing and reading. So instead of using W, you could have done WB plus, but you can play around with it. Definitely search online for all the different access modes. There are tons and tons, trust me when I say that. So this is it for writing. Again, it was a short lecture, just wanted to show you how to write to files, and then in the next lecture I'll show you how to append. So one key thing here, actually, before I end the lecture, writing will rewrite the file, okay? Whenever you use the W access mode, if the file already exists, the file will be rewritten. So as you remember, we had those random lines of code, Mac OS is a fantastic OS, stuff like that. Those lines were rewritten, and now what exists in that file is just this. So W is not good if you want to continuously append to a file and add more and more text. If you want to completely rewrite the file, you use W. If you want to append, if you want to add more to the file, you're going to use A. And we'll talk about A in the next lecture.